What's your favorite whiskey cocktail?
Right. Well, I feel like I always love whiskey gingers in like the winter.
Yeah.
Because I love like bubbles and things, and I still want like the gingery flavor.
The one that's the most sort of nostalgic for me is a hot toddy, because when I was little, my mom used to make us like crazy strong hot toddies when we were sick. Like, I guess, you know, you give kids NyQuil, like what's the difference?
Yeah.
But like, she has, you know, she has a heavy pour. She used to be a bartender, and she like has a heavy pour. I'm Allison Kave. I'm the co-founder and co-owner of Butter Scotch, which is a bakery and cocktail bar in Brooklyn, New York. Butter Scotch was founded about 4 years ago now. My business partner and I each had our own dessert companies, and we were doing a lot of markets and stuff, but I was also moonlighting as a bartender. And so when we teamed up and wanted to open a brick and mortar, this idea to sort of combine desserts and cocktails came about through a night of tipsy brainstorming, and that's how we came up with this concept. So we were challenged to find the best meal in New York City to pair with Kings County Distillery's Peated Bourbon, and I thought that the perfect companions for this would be our brand director, Sophie Erskine, and our general manager, Stepanie Gallardo. They're both really good friends of mine. We work really closely together, and they both just have amazing palates. They're really fun. You know, they're good drinking buddies, but I also knew that they would come up with something really cool in terms of somewhere to eat and pair this delicious bourbon. I would like to try this with, I don't know why I keep going to citrus, but something sort of bright.
Yeah, I feel like something rosemary. Good roast rosemary chicken.
I feel like this wants things with nuts, things with sort of rich, like maybe even dairy.
Ooh, yeah.
It'd be great with chocolate.
I think the ginger really works well with bourbon.
And you're right, the crust, like the saltiness of the crust and the richness of the butter.
This is a good pairing.
This is delicious bourbon.
Yeah.
I'm ready to drink this all day. And not ready for how I'll feel tomorrow. Okay, are we ready?
I mean,
we're in the first place?
Yeah.
Do you know where we're going?
I don't know where we're going.
I don't know where we're going.
Where are we
going?
going?
I mean, I'm not gonna say. I'll let it be a surprise. It's gonna be great.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's play a game you can guess where we're going.
Okay.
Let's do 20 questions. Okay,
Yes or no
so yes or no answers.
Okay.
Shoot.
Is it in Brooklyn?
Yes.
So have we been there before?
Yes and no.
Oh, that's a maybe. Is it casual?
Yes.
Is it fast food?
Yes.
Is it Buffalo Wild Wings?
I wish. No. I decided to sort of cheat a little bit and go with Smorgasburg, which is this amazing food market here in Brooklyn, this kind of wonderland of every kind of food you could possibly imagine, all under one roof. And it gave us a chance to pair the bourbon with a wider range of food than just going to like one kind of restaurant. So we started off with some amazing broiled oysters, which I think is a very atypical pairing with bourbon. Normally you would think like gin or a martini or vodka or something like that. Because they were sort of covered in this herb butter and Parmesan and they're broiled, all of those flavors brought out a lot of the vegetal notes in the whiskey. I need to get like every little piece of cheese off of this. And it totally goes with it. I know it's like weird to think oysters and bourbon, but it like totally works. I think a fresh oyster, I don't think makes sense, but like this totally makes sense. I feel very ring-a-ding-ding, like it feels very like Sinatra or something. Feel, you know, like Clams Casino, broiled oysters.
Oh, right, clams.
For me personally, maybe of everything we ate, that might have been the best pairing.
top
I'm
off.
like really digging it on ice.
I think it just opened up.
Yeah.
You know, you like get a lot more of the like aromas now.
But I feel like also when you're eating, it is nice to have it a little bit diluted.
Yeah,
Like I feel like when we were trying it before, like for the first time, like just to feel like what it like on the palate, and then as we progress, and I'm also ready to eat more.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should eat more.
Let's eat more. So next, I think we should do mozzarella sticks because I know it's your favorite thing. And these are crazy, so let's.
Also, if we can't do wings, we'll do sticks.
Can we please get an order of moz sticks with ranch as well? Thank you.
Any lemonade for you guys?
No, I think we're good. We're drinking bourbon.
It smells so good. Let's get to the next one.
Okay, we have to give this.
All right.
We'll crack them up,
Yeah.
crack them up, and crack them up.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, let him breathe.
Fine wine, you gotta let them breathe.
We kept it really classy from this place called Big Moz, which were just cheesy, delightful, messy goodness. I feel like that there's like this sort of corn sweetness to the bourbon that almost is like creamy. When we were drinking it earlier, I was like something with dairy, like even the whipped cream on the pie of butter and scotch. I was like, this works.
Mozzarella is such like a mild cheese, and it's so like tasty and delicious. But also like whatever this breading is,
Yeah, the breading
like
is
the herbs and the bourbon,
Well, we're talking about rosemary.
winter herbs.
I just dunked so much
my God.
ranch on that.
I need more ranch. Sorry, I'm double dipping, and I have no shame about it. There was something about the buttermilk and that sort of tang of the ranch dressing that went really well with the bourbon also. All of these things I didn't exactly know would work or expect to work wound up really working. And it made me realize just how versatile the spirit is in terms of food pairing.
My napkin is destroyed.
I mean,
Because of fried food.
I feel like you can tell which glass is mine because it's a little greasy.
I could eat 2 orders to myself.
I know. We're also eating
More. We
food.
should eat more.
Oh yeah. Where are we
We're
going to
drinking more. We
next?
should eat more.
And then the last place we went was this little Argentinian empanada spot. And they were these super sort of juicy, it was almost like eating a beef stew inside like this amazing fried dough pocket. It was so good with this really delicious, not super spicy hot sauce. I think that because it's a peated bourbon and there's not a ton of smoke on it, you get sort of that hint of smoke coming out with certain dishes, and with others it kind of steps back. So it really was easy to drink with a lot of different food.
Let's go eat. And drink. Yeah, more.
Yeah.
The second destination was Stepanie's choice, and it's this restaurant called Sauce, which is in the Lower East Side in Manhattan. It's Italian food, but it's really focused on sauce, which is, makes sense given the name. Is it possible to just get some rocks glasses, because we're gonna be drinking nothing but that? And some water. Thank you. We gotta keep this train rolling here.
What do you think is going to go best with the bourbon?
We wound up having a bunch of stuff. We had their stack salad, which was arugula, radicchio, beefsteak tomato, finished with like a lot of just fresh lemon. It's kind of what I was talking about earlier, where I felt like citrus, something bright, and also the pepper of the arugula.
Yeah.
It goes really well, because there's like that sweetness in the bourbon, there's a little bit of spice to the bourbon too, and we just like complement each other perfectly. Which is nice, it's like you don't only have to eat sort of heavy,
Hot food also.
rich food or hot food.
Yeah.
It's a little more versatile than you would imagine. We had these really delicious meatballs, which Sophie described as delicate, and I feel like that was actually a weird way to talk about a meatball, but very accurate. We had a really delicious pizza, which was a cauliflower gluten-free crust, which I normally don't really care about that. I mean, I own a bakery, but it was like shockingly delicious.
I like that it's like a white pizza with the bourbon.
Yeah, it's like the one thing we've eaten that doesn't have tomato on it, and it's still working. There was something about like the really mild heat of the chilies, the sweetness of the honey, the creamy mildness of the ricotta, the richness of the sausage, but also I think there's definitely mint in there.
There's some herb in the sausage that's like...
And it all, like every single one of those flavors works with this, and I think it's because this has all of those components in it, and it just like teases them out. It's one of the more versatile spirits, and you think of it as being like a fall-winter thing, but like, you have it in a julep, have it in a sour, like it can work at all different times of year and all different situations, and I think like this really shows that.
So we're a little empty.
It's okay. Because I have a never-ending supply
Out of your Mary
of
Poppins
bourbon. There might be even more in here. I guess we'll find out. I hope we don't find out.
So it's my place this time.
Okay.
So 20 questions.
Okay. Can we walk there from here?
Yes.
Does it pair well with whiskey?
It is one of my favorite things to have with whiskey.
Okay. All right.
I need
go.
some
Let's just
sugar.
go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. I don't need to be guessing anymore. I'll just
No,
take you.
I
we
don't
have
want to
to
guess
fit-
anymore.
all
right.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but then we
All
can.
right. Bottoms up.
The last place, which was Sophie's selection, was a really fun surprise for me. My mom's chocolate shop, Roni-Sue's Chocolates. It was really cool to end the night with her. She likes whiskey very much as well. I think I get my love of whiskey from her.
Heavy pours.
Yeah.
Oh, is this
Wow.
bad?
No, it's not, but I was literally
This-
talking earlier in the cab about how when we were little and you would make toddies for
toddy?
us, and you would like make us pass out, basically.
You know, I could have given you NyQuil, but no, I gave you a natural ingredient.
I feel like you can tell us what will go well with it.
May I
We're ready.
suggest the maple bacon caramel?
I love caramel.
Oh my god. Or like cheese to caramel.
I love the maple with it.
I think it's nice with it,
It
right?
totally
Yeah.
brings it out. It's also like not, since this isn't overly sweet.
I take the cream and infuse it with the smoky tea, you know, the lapsang souchong.
Right.
So it has the smoky flavor.
She has such a really creative, original approach to flavor and combinations. She used to be a bartender also, which I think again is sort of where I get some of my, habits or inclinations. So she has like a whole cocktail collection of truffles.
That's the Manhattan. It's a dark chocolate ganache. It has bourbon, sweet vermouth, bitters, cherry. So I think it goes obviously well with bourbon.
The other thing I like about just eating sweets with this is that it dries out the whiskey. I feel like everything else we've been eating has been so savory that it makes this taste so sweet.
Ah,
And
interesting.
eating it
Yeah.
now with something
Again,
sweet,
something sweet.
it's sort
Yeah.
of drying it out, and you're
totally.
tasting like a lot more
Of the nuance of the
the
bourbon.
yeah.
Back to what
You're
you
not just
started
tasting
with.
like sweet corn.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And then we finished off our third bottle of whiskey. Cheers.
What a
Cheers.
Good night.
Thanks for helping us knock it out.
Anytime you want to help finishing a bottle of bourbon, my door is open.
That was great.
Yeah. So, if you wouldn't mind recycling.
Oh, you don't want to take the evidence with you? Very nice. You gonna leave that with me?
Yeah.
All right. Put it in my recycling bin.
I feel good about it.
Because we're good like that.
Yeah.
I think we've done good
Oh, your
work.
work here is done? Is that it?
A bottle of place, not bad.
Yeah.
And that was a very good way to end the night and roll home and pass out.